Alright guys, welcome back to another stream. We're going through some more NES games that start with the letter A. This is part 2 of this. Like I said, it may be a while. So we're going to start off with Adventures of Lolo. There was 3 of these games. There's Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2 and 3. They're all 3 puzzle games. You clear the puzzle, you go to the next level. I think at least one of them had password. There's quite a few stages. We'll just go through just maybe 1 or 2. Of course, they get harder as they go on up. You're supposed to be saying Princess Lala. And you have to use some puzzle solving on some of these. There's a button that'll instantly kill you in case you screw up. So that, I mean, you can still continue the game, but, you know, it's kind of different on that. I'm going to turn him into an egg and just shoot him off the screen. Grab that. You need to grab all the hearts and then grab the jewel in the box and then go to the exit. If you knock off enemies, some of them will respawn. Some of them do different things. These purple ones in this area will, they'll shoot like fire if you're on the side they're on. So what you need to do is, you need to, let's see. I think I can outrun that one. I think. Let's find out. Yeah. Them you can outrun. About the only ones you can't outrun are the ones that are in the later levels, the Medusas. We might run into one. I'm gonna try to clear at least a floor. That thing jumping around in the lower corner is called a looper. If you touch him, he falls asleep and he don't wake back up. So you kind of have to figure out what you want to do with him before he makes a mess of your stage. I'm gonna try to knock him off of there. They usually travel around in some sort of pattern, but you don't want to get stuck. That's why I'm standing right here with him. See, he touched me right there. That way he falls asleep right there. And I am free to go around. I can't get through a lot of these stages. I can get through some. There's different ways to solve stages. Some of them only have one way to solve them. Most of the enemies come awake whenever you get all the hearts. Like these skulls right here, they come alive when you get the hearts. So what we're going to do is we're going to block this one in. Like this. Okay. And then we're going to go up here and we're going to block this dude in. And we're going to push this all the way over so that we can get through the door. You have to take the door into consideration. This guy right here, we're going to have to figure out what we want to do because we need to get back there to get those hearts. Well, unless one of these hearts has a shot in it, it does. Okay, good. I was going to say, that's going to be problematic. Most of them, you shoot them twice and they go. See how they came alive? Now, I got to run back over here before that dude respawns back there in the middle. Otherwise, he's going to get me and he's going to kill me. See, he was getting ready to come out of there. Now I can push this on over and get out the door. These dudes are Rockies. They try to block you in. They stop when you stop walking. So if you're going to get something that like you might get pinned in, you got to make sure you get it before they pin you in. Try not to be in their line of sight either because they can pin you in real easy. This is where it takes a little bit of thought process. I'm going to try to grab that one real quick. And then I'm going to try to grab this one down here once he moves. Alright. See, that's floor 1. As I think 4 stages. So now it's floor 2. So yeah, I think there's like 10 floors of 4 stages each. This one's not the biggest one of the game. That's an armadillo. He takes off rolling every which way. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Yep. Oh crap. I was gonna try to block him in. Well, anyway, that's how that goes. So, like I said, we're gonna try not to spend a whole lot of time on each of these. I think you have to just run around and get stuff and try not to let him get you. Number 2 is about the same. There's probably more stages in this second one. There's not really much to say. It's about the same. I did accidentally hit password there, so I'm gonna have to hit restart. This controller likes to hit the down arrow whenever I go to do stuff, and makes me sometimes pick stuff I don't want. So kind of like the first one, passwords, lives in the towers. Only this time it says floors. I forget how many's in here. These snakies don't do anything. You just have to move that one out of the way. But it's about the same as the other one. Not much to say. Just your basic puzzler. See? Just your basic puzzler again. You just get the hearts. You get to the end of the level. You get the jewel in the box. You get to the end of the level, and you go on. Now this is going to be a little bit interesting. I don't think I can outrun that. There we go. Didn't have to outrun him. Once you pick up the jewel, it kills them all. Now on this one, you want to get that one up there where the armadillo is at, I think, last. I think that's what you want to do. If you can. But you do want to make yourself a clear path to the exit area so you can step on top of that. Now, I'm going to get this while he's up over in the corner, and I'm going to run like a madman and hope that he doesn't catch me. He went the other way, see? Also, you can cross the water and stuff when you turn an enemy into an egg or anything like that. You can cross the water. Oh, crap. You didn't have to put them all asleep, but I just figured it would be a whole lot easier if I did. And just didn't get trapped in the corner. I actually think you clear. Those are Medusas. Even without all the hearts, if you step in front of them, they will blast you and you can't move. So what you want to do is you definitely want to block them off. And just like that, they can shoot from the side too. So you have to block them off from every conceivable angle that you need to do. See, Rocky's trying to push me into one of them here, and I'm trying to get this block pushed around so that my butt doesn't get shot at. Quit that, you little punk. See, now I gotta go around this way because that one's not protected from the side. Not real sure why I'm running in the dirt. I'm gonna push this down. I'll push this over and this down. Now, as long as they don't catch me on the side, I'm good. Like I said, they can shoot from any conceivable angle. And got through that. So see, these are different floors that consist of about 4 or 5 per stage. Those arrows tell you which way you can go when you step on them. There's some power-ups that you can get there, like ladders, things of that nature that you can get, that you can use in different stages. There's hammers that break rocks, ladders that you can climb across, like the water, things of that nature. Now with Adventures of Lolo 3, they changed the formula up a little bit. It's still a puzzle game, but this time you can play as Lolo or... crap, I hit the password thing. This time you can play as Lolo or Lala. So if you don't want to play as Lolo, or you're just thoroughly sick of him or something like that. Plus, there's kind of an overworld thing. You can kind of go into different areas, so that if you try to do like World 1 or Level 1 and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But after you get Level 1, all those done, then Level 2 open. Level 2 is there, and then other ones open up as you go along. So, and it'll tell you up there what level you're in, what room you're in. Now, one thing that's different about this game is that there's a stage boss at the end of every so many rooms. There's a stage boss, and there's a stage boss at the end of every so many rooms, and it'll usually be a bigger version of an enemy that you've already faced. So as long as you just pummel them with shots and everything, there's not too bad. Yeah, if I go up through there, he's gonna... He can't shoot me through a rock, can he? No, he can't. Okay. Push him over here. Alrighty. Some of them are simple, and some of them are a little bit more difficult. Oh, crud. Oh, I didn't even see the Medusa sitting there. I see him now. Get that one. That one's not too bad. I think you can get this one too. I don't think he'll roll out. Nope. They do have a shot radius. Come over there real quick. And then run like crazy. Move him over there. Boom! Took me a minute to think of that one. This one didn't have a boss in it. It's just got a collectible item. But most of them will have like a big... They'll have one of those big armadillo things, or one of the big rocky things, and you have to try to kind of figure out how to defeat them. So, like I said, but you can play as Lolo or Lala, but it's the same. All three of the games are about the same. All three of them, I think, are pretty good. I'm not great at puzzle games, so I don't play them a whole lot, but, some people probably get... Some people probably get enjoyment out of them. I'm just not able to play them a whole lot. We're going to go to the next one. Like I said, I know I skipped Afterburner 2. We'll go over unlicensed games and stuff at some point. Air Fortress is the next one. I have tried this game out. I can get about halfway through, and then I just I can't do it anymore. But what you do is you start off this way, and first of all, you're out here and you're shooting. You see your energy up there's 100. I think those are bombs, a 0. Your dude is riding on a spaceship. These get a little bit harder as you go along. You'll have one of these in every stage. what you need to do is try to pick up energy and bombs while you're in here, because the second half of your stage is going to be it's going to be like a labyrinth type of maze. By the way, if you hit most of this stuff, one hit kills, and you don't want to do that. So you got to fly very carefully. Try to pick up as much energy as I can get, and bombs. Like I said, some of these ships get a little harder to shoot as you go along. Some of the stages get harder. This is an easier one because it's in stage 1. Like I said, I'm going to start all stage 1. I think that kills everything on screen. I may be wrong on that. Yeah, you get hit one time, you die. Bullet, ship, doesn't matter. Now, towards the end of the level, he'll guide himself. You'll know when you get there. Okay, he's guiding himself. So he'll come off of that ship, and he'll get in this elevator. Now, as long as you're standing still, you won't use any of your energy. When you shoot, you go backwards. Very important to not use your bombs. You can go up and down. Of course, it takes energy, but you can get energy back by if you stop here. See how my energy came back? But every step I take, it goes, and then it comes back. Now, the elevators work as you hit up or down as you go in. You don't have to kill everything, but it helps a little bit. Now, if you do take damage, your max E, like I took a hit a minute ago, see how it's only up to 690? That will count that. And some of these are complex and have more than one route to go. I'm just showing you the first one because it's kind of easy to get through. Don't get stuck with this thing right here. Otherwise, you will take massive damage. You're not timed, but you do need to do these a little bit as fast as you can. Because I don't know that there's a time limit, but there is a core in each of them that you have to blow up. And once you blow up the core, the place starts shaking and rocking and rolling, and you need to be out of there. And the screen sometimes turns kind of like a dark color, so it's harder to see. I don't know if they meant to do that. I guess so. I like to try to shoot them to see if I can get more bombs or more energy. Like I said, you don't have to kill every enemy. I just find it beneficial too. And also, if an enemy's going towards you like this, you can wait until you hit over to open the door. That helps. I like to save bombs for... You butthole. I like to save my bombs for either really tough enemies. See, there we got some energy back. Either really tough enemies or the cores, because they only take 3 bomb shots, or maybe, well, that one only took 1 bomb shot, but most of them only take like 3 bomb shots at most to go down. There's the big one. Okay. He takes about 3 shots. But it's a whole lot easier to take him down than to use about 6 shots or like 20 shots off of your other one. And then you get your ship. Now, on certain other stages, that core may be a ways away from the ship, and you've got to boogie. But that's basically what the game is. It's, I think, 8 stages. Let me check. 8 stages and 8 fortresses. And like I said, they get more maze-like each time, and the outside gets harder each time. It's a good game and it's a fun game, but about the 4th or 5th stage, it gets a little bit tougher, and it gets a little bit harrowing. So, just beware. Hey, this gets harder. This does get harder. Airwolf is one that was released. Oh, I don't like this one at all. The Nintendo and even the Atari had times where they had flight simulators and space simulators. And I'm used to playing Top Gun. So when I play something like this, oh boy, it's rough. They mark your stuff on the map and you can see stuff, but I just really don't understand some of how this works here. See, like enemy in range. Oh gosh. Boom! This is something that you like, though. Go for it. See, I wrecked the plane. See, they do that whenever you get close to somebody you can rescue. It's like a hostage. So, oh my gosh, I'm mercy. I'm getting shot at all over the place this time. I'm trying to recover all prisoners. I'm trying to get the stupid plane turned around and headed the right way. I'm not a professional at this. I see enemy in range. I'm very aware of that. Thank you very much for telling me. How come I can't go forward? Am I on the wall? Do I have to take care of the enemies? It's hard to tell. I can't move forward. Why not? Okay, well, we're done with that. Top Gun's way better. That's my opinion. Top Gun, or if you really want to, you can play Afterburner. I like Top Gun better and I like Afterburner, but you can play Afterburner as well. So, you know, but that's, yeah. That's no. We got Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing. They had some of these too. I prefer on these right here, I prefer to play pole position, even if it is an old game. I prefer pole position other than this, because this is, it's not bad, but it's not great either. And you have to remember that you have to shift because the car is not the car is not you can't, I don't think you can switch it to automatic. But if you've ever played any of these type of games, or if you played like pole position, you kind of know what this is. Yeah, you have turbos too, but turbo will usually just put you into something. Charlie! Charlie! Oscar! Sorry about the dogs barking, guys. They see something outside, and of course they think they gotta run it off. See, you can go into pits and stuff too, but see, that's with the turbo on right there. That's, yeah, that's crazy. Trying to control. The control is not great on the game. Like I said, I'd rather play pole position than that right there. I mean, it's okay, but it ain't great or nothing. Oh man. They made an Aladdin for the Nintendo. Just, you don't even need to play this one. Just play the Sega. Just play the one on the Genesis, or play the one on the Super Nintendo. Because this one, I guess they were trying to make it for every system, and this one's just, it wasn't even released in the States. It was only released in some of these other countries. Oscar! Because it follows the storyline like the other games do, but as you can see, this is really bad. This is really bad. Yeah, you'll want to play the other ones instead of this. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Because this is really awful. I mean, if this is all you have, though, I mean, yeah, go for it. But man, I oftentimes forget how bad this is. Oh, the control is just slippery as all get out. Oh my. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm trying to imagine it off of the Genesis or the Super Nintendo so that I can actually get through the stage. Oh my gosh. This is bad. This is really bad. Man, this is... I'd be surprised if I make it through the stage. What in the heck? Yeah, no. Stick to the Super Nintendo or the Genesis, whichever one you want to play. That one's garbage. Alfred Chicken. A lot of people ain't going to know about this game right here. I played it for the Game Boy, and it's about 11 or 12 stages on the Game Boy. I think it's only about 5 here. It's kind of a shorter game. And it's an interesting game if you've never played it before. You play as Alfred Chicken trying to save your girlfriend. And you have a beak attack that you can use. You can even dive bomb on them. The object in each level is to get all the balloons and do whatever else you need to get from point A to point B. You usually have to press down on those. You have to press down usually to attack. You normally have to press down on those springs to go upwards again, so that you can. Crap! I died. There's a door up there too. Oscar! Oscar! He's the ringleader of the bark. Y'all need to stop a little bit. I'm sure there are people out there. That's another thing. You can't hit them from the bottom. I might make it through a level here. It's one hit kill, so yeah. So if you die, yeah, that's what it is. If you go in that door right there, it takes you to another part of the level, and in that other part of the level, sometimes you can hit a switch that will open up other blocks, so that you can proceed. If you see those blocks up there that have stars, those little stars there, that's where those are. It'll take you to another area, and what you need to do here is you need to hit this button right here. That button turns those blocks on right there, and you go up here, and then you can ride this conveyor over here. I'm glad to. Well, on one of the games the stages are timed. On this one you're not timed. You're supposed to be looking for hidden items too and collecting those gems to increase your score. When you find hidden items and stuff, you get better endings for the game. These go downwards. These go downwards too. It's not a horrible game. There's stuff about it that could be better. But all in all, not terrible. You'll know when you've got the last balloon, because what will happen is your character will just take off through the air, and that means you've finished the stage. There's the watering can. That's a special item to have. Can't do anything, but you can get other stuff, other endings and stuff. We're gonna go over here and collect these. Collect all these, and then we'll go over there and we'll get that. We'll go over there and get that. Yeah, you can kind of. Okay. I could probably get those if I really tried, but I really just do. Kind of float. I'm gonna try to jump over to that other. that one. That one's the last one for that level. You take off. You try to hit. You can fly all over the place, so you try to get as many of these presents as you can. They're worth points. I don't think you get anything special if you get them all. And this flower, he always looks mad half of the time whenever you leave and you go out of the room there. So there's clocks, there's diamonds. And I found the watering can for that stage. That's a 1-up. And then he'll open up the next level. And for some reason, he's usually got a mad... See, his facial expression goes from a smile to a mad face. And then you do these other stages just like the last one. You go around and you find stuff. It's not a bad game. It's just not well known, and it's not one that most people have heard about or have seen. So it's a little bit different on its own. Alien 3. This is another LJN classic. We are not going to spend much time here because this is pure and utter garbage right here. No, I want the music on. Level 1 mission. Tries 3. Get ready. You have to find people while killing the aliens. You have a limited amount of ammunition. The control is crap. You have to lead the people to the end of the stage in the time allotted at the bottom of the stage. So you have to know where everybody's at. You have to go find them, and then you have to take them to the exit. All while avoiding the aliens and trying to solve everything else that's going on. As you can see, the controls just really suck. I mean, they really suck. It's really bad. I threw a bomb or something now. Guys, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Chance, lay down, son. Got my dogs around here. They're all over the place. As you guys can see, this is a terrible game. Terrible. The one for the Super Nintendo is probably the best. They had a bunch of different versions of Alien 3. 4 different systems, and they were just all really bad. Alien Syndrome is another one of those that's unlicensed. We're going to go to All Pro Basketball. Not much to say about All Pro Basketball. 1-player, 2-player, versus, or watch. You pick 1-player or 2-player, new game. I don't see why it matters. You can pick the New York Slicks, the Chicago Zephyrs, the Boston Redcoats, the Los Angeles Breakers, the Dallas Stallions, the Phoenix Wings, the Seattle Sonics, the San Francisco Bay Riders. There's nobody with real names on here, so you just kind of pick who you want and go and hope for the best. I'm going to pick the Zephyrs because the Bulls are my team anyway. They're going to have me face the Slicks. And it tells you which way you're going, tells you which way the computer's going. This game could be good, but there's a lot of bad stuff in here that makes this horrible. See, I'm going to go up and I'm going to shoot. I'm going to dunk it. That'll probably be the only points I get. Now see, now they'll come down. Now when they hit half court, it switches, and instead of going down, they're going up now. That's very disorienting after a while, because you try to get the ball, and then you got to move upwards instead of down. And as you can see, just the controls over the first couple minutes are not real good. The game's just not real good. It's not a great game. We're going to try Alpha Mission. This is a shoot 'em up. Nothing special. Just shooting stuff. You can pick up upgrades and stuff for your ship, but a lot of times some of the upgrades are good, some of them not so good. This game does not, for me, yeah, you gotta shoot the stuff on the ground too. For me, this game does not fire the bullets fast enough for me hitting the button. Like, I can crank the button like a madman, and the bullets just do not come out fast enough. It's like 1942 and 1943 with advanced graphics a little bit. That's basically what it is. Because I am just pounding away at the button, and I am not going anywhere. It's very, very... Okay, I think I sped up the enemies. I don't know half of these power-ups. And it's one-hit kills, and then you gotta start like at the beginning of the level. There are better shoot-'em-ups than that. Way better shoot-'em-ups than that. That would be not one I would say that you should play. Amagon. Amagon's kind of a shorter game. It says prepare for your mission. I picked the wrong one. And it's 1-3. You have limited ammunition. But what you want to do is you want to pick up... you want to pick up this thing that looks like a muscle thing. That way, at whatever time you hit, I think it's the select button, you can turn into a big buff dude. That it lasts for a short amount of time. Depending upon how powered up he is, it's depending upon how many enemies you have killed since you have picked up, well, like how many points you have. The control is a little bit rough on this one. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is kind of rough on this one. And like I said, you really have to figure out your ammo consumption, because you do get ammo, but it's oh gosh, I do not like some sort of stuff on this game. I jumped too early. I was hoping I could show you guys the big buff dude, but I don't know that I can make it that far. I played around with this game one day, and I got on up there. It's another one where you don't have to kill all the enemies, but it helps if you have extra money. These trees kind of suck to land on. Again, this one's one hit, one kill. Get on up here. Whoa. I know, guys, this jumping looks really bad. I got hit. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna make it to where, but he turns into this big strong man for a couple minutes, and you go through. My main complaint with the game is the control. That's the main thing. I mean, I can take the limited amount of bullets, but the control is just really, really slippery. We're gonna go to American Gladiators. This game is not very good on any game whatsoever, but this one has something that's pretty funny, and I will go over that here in just a little bit. It's one of the, well, I think it's hilarious. If you play 2-player, you have to do the eliminator. But you can compete in the joust, the wall, the human cannonball, assault, and powerball. And they're all level 1. Now, if you're in 2-player, it makes a little difference. Now, on joust, it's just like the show. You go over, you hit buttons. Once you hear this guy when he falls off, because I'm going to put him off. If you push like up, he'll do one up or something like that. So you're supposed to push him off of there within that time frame up there in the corner. Listen. You hear him fall. Ah! Then you have to be careful jumping over here because you might not make it. You do as much as you can in the allotted time and try not to get knocked off. Listen, whenever I knock him off again, if I can get him knocked off. Every time time I try to move forward, he tries to move the other way. And the other night I did this and I got really far. I can't move over while I'm hitting him with this huge Q-tip. There he goes. You fall to your doom, sir. Ah. Crap. Oh, that, by the way, any event that you do on this game, the control is awful. I mean, I know it looks like I am not doing real good, but I mean, you can probably hear me cranking the buttons like a madman over here, and I am hitting the buttons to hit him, but man, there is delayed response beyond belief. Oh, you grab that as a power up. It's supposed to be a power up. I don't know. Probably don't work. It probably only works maybe like a few hits or something. I think it's a power down. He's about to knock me off of the platform. I guess you go until either you get knocked off or until you... Because I don't know if there's so many gladiators or what that you can knock off of there. Oh, God. This is not good. As you can see, I'm hitting him half of the time, and he's just kind of going here and going there, and... I was going to go down to the midsection, and he blocked me. I don't do none of that blocking stuff. I don't do none of that. I do all out attack, you know. I'm all about it. Oh. No. No, you don't push me over. I push you over. No, we're about to run out of time. Little boy. And we're out of time. Oh, is it a fight to the death? Oh gosh, we're going overtime! Man, I jabbed him in the head 3 times. Oh, my hand's getting tired. Fall! Fall already! You're living on the edge! Get off of there! Yeah, that's right. Look at that twirling skill. We'll try to do assault. I got it done the other night. This is kind of weird. I think you have to hit him 3 times. He only has to hit you like once. Which kind of sucks, but... Well, I was trying to go, but y'all wouldn't let me through the wall. I mean, you know. Again, the control really sucks. I didn't know any better. I'd say this is the same weapon each time. I just run past him. That counts. That counts as a win. Probably have to show you guys different ones here because this human cannonball isn't too bad. You do need to land correctly and not do that, that's for sure. Do not do what I just did. Yeah! Knocked him right off! it's kind of hard because you have to kind of be aiming down at them while you're flying off to knock them off their pedestal. But you have to get a good enough swing going to... Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss. Yeah, I figured I would. And now I have to show you guys Powerball and the wall. The wall sucks so bad because I don't understand how it's done. See, if you waste all your tries on one thing, then you're dead. Because you only get like 5 lives to do whatever it is that you are trying to do. Unless you beat it or something like I did with Assault and with Joust. So we'll go on Powerball. This sucks. You got to put the ball in one of these containers. The 2 closest to you are worth just a couple of points. The one in the middle is worth the most points, but it's the hardest to get to. And you have to go from side to side to get the ball. Well, the one in the middle is supposed to be the hardest to get to, but I don't really know that that's necessarily the... Well, those 2 shut down. Do the rest of them shut down? I guess when you put a ball in them, they shut down. I don't know. I ain't never got that far. But that's what peeves me off, is that you have to go from one end of the screen to the other to get the ball. Yay! I got a 1-up. And then I guess they open back up. Again, the control is not good. It's a little bit difficult. Okay, so we're going to go to the wall. I've never figured out how to do this. I think it's a combination of the B button, the A and B button, and the directional pad. I think I've only made it up to... Yeah, see, I missed something. I think I've only made it up the wall one time in my entire life on this game. What kind of bullcrap is that? You got it going inside and then out to the outside. What kind of baloney is that? What are you gonna do that for? That's ridiculous. What, do you gotta go sideways or do you go diagonal on that part? And it ain't like you got a whole lot of time to think about, because you got a timer to beat. Not only do you got a timer to beat, you got gladiators coming up. Look like spiders or something coming up through there. Like you got like 8 or 9 limbs or something there. Oh, I hit the top of the thing. Hey, what the world? She coming down like from the corner. She was coming through the wall. It's like the laws of physics and gravity do not apply to the... Well, this is the computer we're talking about. I knock you off too. Ha ha. Okay. Main thing is, the control is awful. There is an eliminator, but you have to play 2 players to have the eliminator, and it's not much better. It's a bunch of button mashing. We're going to play a little bit of Anticipation. This game really is okay for what it is. If you've played the original board game or whatever, it's not too bad. You pick how many players you want. I've yet to figure out how to change the heals from player 1. You pick your number of computer players. They're represented by you can make it easier or harder. I gotta make it easy. I don't know why I put 2 players. Now what you need to do is you'll get a puzzle for each color. When you think you know what it is, you see the dice counting down over there in the right hand corner. There's a lot of moving parts on this game. When you think you know what it is, which I do, you chime in and it'll let you know if you're guessing the right letters or not. Now some of them don't even have letters. Some of them don't even have an outline as you get on up to the 3rd level. See, I got a yellow piece. So now I'll move that set number on the square, and the next puzzle will be a pink puzzle. Once you get one of each of... Okay, I guess I chimed in. I didn't mean to chime in. I guess it just answered it for me. Okay, well, it's a good thing I know what it is. But anyway, once you get each of one of the 4 colors, you go to the next area, and I think there's 3 areas. And the thing is, like, if you're on the 3rd area and you need a yellow, and somebody else lands on the yellow, even if it's a level 1, you can steal that yellow from them. So you can do whichever one you want. So if you're having an extremely hard time on the 3rd level, all you got to do is just click, and you can solve like an easier puzzle to win the game. So it's fun. You need to have more than one person, or more than just I think you can have up to 4 people. I'll show you what happens if you can get up to the next area. Well, I might show you if I can figure out what the heck this is, or what they think it is. See, sometimes when they have different ones, it's different on what they mean it to be. Like, I would think that would be a division symbol. It's divide. So then your piece moves to the middle, and you exit to level 2. And in level 2. And you can kind of manipulate the dice to land where you want, as long as you can guess the right answer and nobody else gets it before then. That's why it makes it kind of interesting. Now see, now this one's leisure. See how he's drawing it a little bit differently, so I have to take a little bit of time to figure out what the heck that is. It's a fishing rod. Let me show you what happens if you get a wrong letter. Hold on a minute and I'll show you. Let's say you pick a wrong letter. Oh, wrong letter, last chance. It'll give you that, and then it'll say I warned you or whatever if you get another one wrong. Then you better get it right, or you're dead where you stand. So, but that's that. It's pretty good. It's okay against the computer on different difficulties. It's fun to play with more than one person. It's pretty good. So I think maybe one of the last ones we'll go over tonight will be Arch Rivals. This is one of my favorite games, and I don't care if it looks like garbage. It's still one of my favorites. You can just kind of pick. It doesn't really matter who you pick. And then you can play 1 or 2 people with or co-op or against each other. This is like the equivalent of NBA Jam before there was NBA Jam. You have Tyrone, defensive giant, Vinny, a great player, Hammer, rebound king, Moose, real champ, Reggie, all-American, Mohawk, tough and mean, Blade, a crowd pleaser, Lewis, the top shooter. I usually take Blade, Vinny, or Reggie. Normally I take Blade. Whoever you get for your partner will be your partner every time that you pick that character. I think mine's Tyrone. And I'll always face Mohawk and Vinny, I think it is. You can punch them to take the ball. You can dunk the ball. The ref is blind, so if you stay up near him, he'll trip you. You do what you got to do to win. And like I said, you play 4 quarters worth of basketball, and you just. I know it doesn't look very interesting, and for the time, but for the time it was good because this is one of those that came out in the arcade, and I really enjoyed it at the arcade. But what they finally did to make more money off of these is what they would do is they would put high school teams from around the area in the game. Like one of the high schools around here is Woodrow Wilson. They would make a Woodrow Wilson one. They would be maroon and white. they'd make Shady Springs one, which was like blue and gold. They'd make Liberty, which was like black and red. Same thing with like Oak Hill. And that's what they would do. Wherever you were, they would have the certain high schools around. And then they'd have the game. It would be an arcade game at the mall. And you could pick your school to face. You know, the characters would just... The sprites would have the school colors on them and the school name. And then, you know, the game just played like it normally does. You can also tell your partner to shoot there. So they would have that. But all in all, it's pretty fun. It can get boring and can get monotonous after a while. There's no like season mode or anything. But, you know, it is still, to me, it's pretty good. And it's one of my favorites. So... try to get another one or two in here. Maybe one, maybe two. I'm gonna play Archon for a minute. I don't know if it's Archon or Archon. We'll go with Archon. I can't beat this game. I don't really understand how really too much to beat it. You can take the light side or the dark side. It really doesn't matter. And then you pick who gets to go first, or you can randomize it. You get knights. They're like pawns and goblins. Archers. Manticores. Valkyries. Banshees. Golems. Trolls. Unicorns. Basilisk. Genie. Dragon. Phoenix. Shapeshifter. Wizard. And Sorcerer. So it's kind of like chess. Each of these pieces can move what a chess piece can move. The warriors, they equate to them, and these goblins or whatever they are over here, those equate to pawns. These ones down here in the corner are like rooks and different stuff like that. So you move your character, you pick your character, and you move him. Let me show you what happens when you move two of them too close together. Give me a minute and we'll show you what happens. I can't play chess very well, so I'm not very good at chess. Shapeshifter's coming over. They take you to an arena area, and you have to try to fight said enemy to the death. And if you lose like I just did, where I got hit one time, my piece comes off the board. So it's kind of like battle chess in that instance and in that way. And it's kind of like a battle chess type thing. We'll do one more, and then we'll quit. And we'll quit for this time. Play some Arkanoid, also known as Breakthrough. Also, it's all kinds of other games. There's not much to say about this. You go through stages. You got a paddle. You got a ball. You got a wall. You start it. My paddle didn't move for some reason. Still not moving. Let's try to restart that. My paddle was not moving for some reason. I don't know why it's not moving. Still not moving. Let's pick the other one on the bottom part and let's see if that one moves. I don't know why it's not moving. It's supposed to move. Is the pad not working? No, it's working on this one. Sometimes you'll get power-ups, stuff like that. You're just trying to clear out the bricks. Without losing too many. Yeah, there's some enemies that drop out of the ceiling too. It's just breaking bricks. Just breaking bricks. That's all it is. And then you go to the next stage. The next stage will have a different type of pattern, and then you just keep on going. So, but I think we covered quite a few games. We did the 3 Adventures of Lolo, which, like I said, those are puzzle games. They're pretty good. It can take a while to beat the game unless you're just really good at puzzles. We played Air Fortress, which, like I said, gets a little bit harder. It's a pretty good game. I don't have too many complaints about it. It just gets a little bit hard towards the middle there. Airwolf, I would rather play Top Gun or something like that. Alancer Jr.'s Turbo Racing, I'd rather play something like Pole Position. The Aladdin game is just horrible. Alfred Chicken's not too bad. Alien 3, that's the LJN gem right there, and it is awful. All Pro Basketball is not great. Alpha Mission is not great. Amagon is not great. American Gladiators is not very good. Anticipation I thought was pretty good, especially, you play with a couple other players or the computer. Arch Rivals, I still like, even though it's a simplistic basketball game. Archon, if you're good at chess, or you're good at battle chess, you might do good there. And Arkanoid, which is breaking the bricks. And that's another pretty good one that you can do. Amagon just needs better, not as slippery on the controls. All Pro Basketball needs to just stay one side or the other of the court instead of switching midway through. Alpha Mission, they need to really tell you what's power-ups and what's not power-ups. American Gladiators, it needs work all around. Alien 3 definitely needs work. So we'll go over some other games next time. We should be about done with the A's, I think. Yeah, we should be about done with the A's next time. So what we'll do is we'll probably go over the A's next time, and then we'll probably go to we might go to the Master System, or we might go to the Super Nintendo. Not real sure what we're going to do yet on that. So, but we'll try to make a decision before then, and we'll see what happens on that. So until next time, we will see you later.